marker. 74 yards. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to, and they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
180. Set.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Goff. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards that time for number 14. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
20! Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs, 48 yards. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over at 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, that'll be caught by Cobb. Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. catch and run. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
That's good. For the Lions, first down. First and 10.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a first and 10. On to give. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now he's going to step up and run. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
20,
Quick toss by Goff is complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
To throw is Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Darnold wants to change it up.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Walker now on first and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 94 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
First down, Seattle.
Here's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Darnold now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. Outright to Smith-Njigba. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And that's caught inside the 35. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Point after here coming up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. He's going to air one out. And this throw will be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Black 20.
Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 9 yards.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Tiger. What's that?
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
180. Hey, shell.
Now Goff. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
180.
They throw it out right complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Darnold. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
At the Lions' 5-yard line.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Back to throw, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Goff now to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I thought, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Coming coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now it's Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 13-yard line.
180. What's that?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
120.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes 2nd down.
Here goes tonight. Black 20.
Here's Goff. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
His kick is no good.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here's Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They tried to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves him because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with a time situation, you would expect him to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Darnold. Walker with a grab, left side. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
It's 4th down.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph.